think he wanted that. It's like every cast. This is just insane. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're out here at Tenoroc for another video. I'm really excited to be fishing out here today because the spawn should be in full force. We recently just had a full moon a day or two ago, and I'm thinking that that's really going to push up the first stage of spawners. The water temperature is probably in the lower 60s right now. There was just a major cold front that also pushed through just a day or two ago as well. So I don't know what kind of mood that's going to put these bass in. And things are setting up for there to be a spawn and for the females to be moving up and for there to be some big fish to be caught. I don't know if numbers will be caught today, but I'm hoping that just because of the time of year and the way that things are setting up, I'm hoping that we can run into one or two nicer bass today. But we will soon find out what kind of mood these bass are in, and I'm hoping that some of these big females are moving up and maybe we can run into one or two of them. But you never know, it's fishing. We'll just have to see what the day has in store. But as always, y'all, I appreciate you watching. Now let's go fishing. If I didn't know any better, I'd say that I'm already seeing some bass feed on the surface. I wouldn't think that they would be feeding on the surface with the water being as cold as it is, but you never know. Try a frog first thing this morning. I'm hoping these bass are spawning. Water temperature should be in the lower 60s right now. That's another factor that plays into the spawn. Typically sometime around the lower 60s that starts to trigger the bass to spawn, and then the full moon that coordinates with that water temperature. It's not all an exact science, but these are definitely some signs to look for that would suggest that the bass could be spawning, especially here in Central Florida. Looks like we're going to have a pretty sunrise. Frog up for a little bit. There is no shortage of bait in this lake. Every time I come here, there is just shad everywhere, all times of the year, especially right now because we should be spawning. Water temperature being in the lower 60s. Try jerkbait for a little bit here. Got hit. There we go. That's a nice one. It's fat. Okay. First throw with the jerkbait. Pretty fish, about 15, 16 inches, about 1.5 pounds, maybe close to 2 pounds. It's a healthy bass. That's what I was hoping for out here. Hey, buddy. All right, let's see if there's any more out there. Not a bad one at all. It's bigger than the last one. Probably right about 2 pounds. It's getting to 16 to 17 inches. It's a pretty little fish. Thank you, buddy. Some better quality right there. I'll take that all day. Okay, I think I beat this spot up enough. Got those 2 nice quality bass there. Time to move on. You know, that's one of those things where I don't know if it was a bait thing or it was just the location and I was placing that particular bait correctly, but I threw around that speed worm for a while without any luck, so I may spend some time with that jerkbait some more to see if I can get him to react with the jerkbait, and then working other baits if necessary. That was a little guy, but one on the jerkbait. That's good to see. Wow. Now that was a nicer one. I don't know why that one got off. We can't be having that now. We're gonna move back a little bit further. I'm hoping that this is where a lot of these bass are gonna be staging. Where I interacted with those 4 bass, they definitely seem to be up shallow, and they have the body style of getting ready to spawn. So I'm hoping that that pattern is going to continue back here, especially since this area historically seems to be a good place for them to spawn. Has a little bit harder bottom in a few places, and it's relatively shallow. It's a good place for them to have their beds for the year. So I'm curious to see if maybe they're staging up. That wind sure is kicking. It is cold. Oh, that's a nicer one. Look nicer. The little guy was pegged. All right, buddy, let's get you unhooked. Get you back out there. That one hook, make sure he wasn't going anywhere. All right, another solid little keeper. He has that one plastered. Wow. I wonder if he wanted that jerkbait. That is crazy. He T-boned that. I don't even know if he's hooked. You think he wanted that? Yeah, he wasn't even hooked there. He was hooked in the nose, though. Crazy. Another solid keeper. Thank you, buddy. That's definitely the nicest one of the day so far. Oh. Nicest one of the day so far. Pretty bass. Thank you, buddy. It's fun on that jerkbait. Pulled off. Well, I got bit again. They're biting it on the paws. Get positioned better. Another solid one. All right, I think that's number 6. They're all cookie cutters, but they sure are fun. Don't want to be greedy, but I want to try throwing an A-rig over there. Just throw an A-rig over there real quick. Seems like if there's ever a good time as any to spend some time with an A-rig, it would be right now. Okay, let's see. There's one. Oh, oh, no, that was a big old female. Oh, that's the one we were looking for. I cannot believe that. That was at least a 4, if not 5 pounder. Golly, man. I cannot believe that. How did she come off? See, that's another good one, but it's nowhere near as big as that last one. That last one was huge. Man. See, that's what we've been catching. I cannot believe we missed that big one. Hopefully there's more out there like that. That hurt. Feels like another heavy one. Barely hooked. Fun catching them on that A-rig. They're crushing it. That big one that got off still hurts though. They're like clones out there. Man, these fish are strong. Strong fish. It's a little bit nicer one. That wind's got him pushed up on that point, that is for sure. A little over 2 pounds. Thank you, buddy. Well, the A-rig party might be over. Let's try one more throw with the A-rig, and then we'll move back to the jerkbait. I was going to try to lift them, but that's a really bad idea. I saw him try to get him once upon a time. These guys are bending out my A-rig. If you're wondering what kind of A-rig this is just a Yum Flash Mob Junior with some Rage Tail swimmers on the back. I'll have all that linked in the description below if you're interested on the full breakdown, but every piece of terminal tackle is different from the original set given with Yum, so if you're interested, it'll be linked in the description below. Choke that one. He's gone. It's a fat, healthy fish. Thanks, buddy. They're all so healthy right now. You can tell they've been feeding up on this shad that's everywhere. This A-rig just mimics a little bait ball of shad so well. They are choking these baits. They're just vanishing. Thank you, buddy. I want to find another 4 or 5 pounder out there. That one that got off still hurt my feelings. This wind must really have these bass just positioned right up against this bank. There must be a shad that's following this wind, or I should say this wind is pushing shad up and then the bass are following, but there's definitely some correlation. Try the jerkbait again for a little bit. See if maybe we can get a reaction bite that way. Up shallow. I couldn't reach that bass with that A-rig, that's for sure. They're all like 15, 16 inches. It's crazy. That's so much fun. Another one on that jerkbait. Awesome. It's like every cast. This is just insane. It's a little bit nicer one. Loosen my drag so I don't bend those hooks out. Come on, buddy. That's not a bad one at all. Got some sores on them. What on earth you got growing on you, bud? Not a bad one. Got another 2 pounder or so. Got some nasty stuff growing on this side. Hope you feel better, buddy. How are they missing it? It is that time. Oh, of course, it's a nice one at the boat. Oh, and he's barely hooked. I don't even know how many times he missed that. This is the nicest one landed in a while. This jerkbait is dangerous. I don't know how many of them were down there. That's the one that won. It's a nice one. I'm getting close to 2.5 pounds, 17 inches or so. Thank you, buddy. He's mad. I just left that jerkbait down there and they were fighting over it. That was crazy. This Apparel jerkbait is just getting them to react. I mean, they just can't stand it. If it's not every cast, it's every other cast. Thank you, buddy. Another one for the board. Switch back over to the A-rig for a little while. There we go. Switch over to the A-rig. Picked up on a nice one. There we go. A little bit better quality. Surely take it. That wind's starting to die down. I hope that doesn't kill the bite. Put the A-rig up for a while and cover some new water. That's interesting. He came out and got it. He crushed that. Threw over that branch, just trying to get it over. Came out and got it. That's awesome. Thank you, buddy. It's been a little while since I've caught one. That was definitely an interesting way to land one. Okay, that's awesome. On the frog, who would have thought? That's fun. Picked up the frog real quick, just looked froggy up there, and found somebody who wanted to play. Thank you, buddy. All right, last stop of the day. Hopefully these bass have reloaded. Wow, that is a giant speck. It's a slab right there. Got some shoulders. Thank you, buddy. Last cast. Another fun day out here at Tenoroc. Alrighty everyone, trip is over. One another fun day out here at Tenoroc. The weather was perfect, the fishing was great. First thing this morning we were able to find that wind-blown point and probably caught somewhere around 20 bass off of it with the jerkbait and the A-rig. Both of those baits will be linked in the description below. If you also have any questions about any of the techniques I was using, about how I was using the baits, or just any questions in general, I'd be happy to answer them. Just leave them in the comments below and I will get back to you. But that's the video today, y'all. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I appreciate you watching. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. It helps the channel a great deal. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.